Well, here we go. Here we have Ville and Mitja Moonsorrow. Well, this is your first club tour in Spain, right? Apart from some festivals. And how did the gigs go? How were they? Better than expected? Worse? Different?
It was great. It was great. I mean, Spanish audience is very lively, and they have always welcomed us well.
You're introducing some new songs from the latest album. How do you think is the response, both in the tour in general and in Spain, the response to those songs?
That's interesting. I mean, sometimes you can really tell that people know the new songs. In Spain, I think people don't know them so well. I can tell that, especially the first song of the album. It's kind of, people are more listening to it than knowing what's going on in it. But the last song usually works very well.
Yeah, that's actually was a big surprise for me, like how well it kind of fits the situation. Because people always seem to go a bit nuts during the last song, even like it's slow and it's not like the kind of hit song.
Yeah, sure.
But people seem to like it a lot.
Well, in Madrid I saw you for the first time, and you didn't have blood. It looked very much like ink. What happened?
Well, somebody put too much water in the mixture.
Really?
I mean, we have to use fake blood. We cannot use real one on the tour. It will get so bad in a couple of days. So we have to make it from the artificial blood and put some water in it, and sometimes you make it too loose, and that's what happens.
You have to find the secret recipe.
Yeah, but it also depends on the light. If there's a red light on the stage, you won't see it at all. If there's a blue light, it shows very well, but changes as well.
Did you choose Crimfall as support yourselves?
Yes and no. They were one of those that were offered. And yeah, I think in the end we didn't really choose it because it was the agency's decision, but we voted for it. Let's say that way.
And why Crimfall? Why did you vote for them?
They are cool guys and deserve to be on a long tour. Like, it's their first tour, and immediately 5 weeks long. It should educate them pretty well.
Well, I also noticed that this is the first tour you're not playing Pacanayula.
And not the last.
Why did you make this decision? Because it was omnipresent in the past, right?
Yeah, it's kind of haunting us. It's not a song that we actually like that much.
No.
But I can understand why people like that song. Because, well, yeah, there are the elements, but for us it's a bit too different from what we want to do nowadays.
I'm personally happy about that because I don't like it either. And you're playing San Caritarina in every show. This wasn't so usual either, no?
Yeah, we kind of found out that this song really works, like, both for us and the audience. The audience always sings along, feels like being in a football match, and we all enjoy playing it. It's a really fun song to play.
Good. You now started to play it in its full length.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, since last
You can
summer.
blame Marco for that, because he wanted to add the ending, and I think it fits.
Yes, sure. Which would you say are your favorite and unfavorite songs? You like most and least?
Well, it changes all the time. I would say my favorite song at the moment would be something from Verisaket album, maybe Jotunheim or something from the new album. Right now it's the last song, Kuolla de Maa.
Yours?
Yeah, my absolute favorite has to be Kuolla de Maa. There is something personal in it. It feels like, especially when playing live, it gives me an extra kick of energy. It's definitely my favorite of all the songs we have done.
And the one you like least?
Unfavorite, well, you can't really discriminate between your own kids. But I can still say it's Pakanaimo.
Yeah, I would say it's
Hey,
Pakanaimo.
Ville, el tabaco.
Oh!
Oh, el tabaco.
Pakanaimo, or I'm a little disappointed in song Kaiku because it didn't turn out as good as we wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, it works, but it could be a little bit better. Some of the vocal lines are a bit off, and it could have been. If we had more time, it would be better.
Yeah, we kind of wanted to make it have an authentic kind of 5 guys around a bonfire feeling, very simplistic. But I think we overdid it because it's a bit too naked now.
One apunte. My T-shirt is a masterpiece. O sea, this song, o sea, diles que el disco es lo mejor del mundo.
He says that album is the best in the world.
Oh yeah,
It's incredible.
Travis Smith, the guy who designed the covers, are responsible for all these images too.
Pero dile que no solo la
Yeah,
carátula,
not only the cover but the music in it.
the
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
Incredible.
The next question is an angry one. Why you know Huuto? Why don't you play Huuto?
You're not the first one to ask that.
I'm sure.
What is the answer?
Marco, fucking asshole, refused to play it.
Really?
Yes.
Angry question, angry answer. No,
Oh.
I don't really know like what is the exact reason, but
Some people in the band think it's not good live song. I think it would be a great live song. But there are very much differences in opinion about this subject and about this song in general. I would definitely want to play it. And some people don't. Also, we didn't have too much time to make it work and rehearse it for the live thing because that's a huge challenge.
it's a very complicated song to learn for live situations, and we would also have to make some new arrangements for the keyboards and stuff. So, but I can promise 2021, in the 10th anniversary of this album, we will play that song.
Hopefully before that.
If we are alive.
Well, here my perception may be wrong, but I think you grew exponentially after the year 2007. You had some albums already, but after that your popularity increased a lot. I may be wrong. I don't know what your perception is. Am I right?
That's very hard to say. I think if you see how the record sales are, they have been pretty much the same since 2007.
Attendance to concerts and everything.
Oh, that's hard to say, because we have done so many of these Pagan Fest tours, where there are loads of bands, and of course you get to play for 2,000 people in a night, every night, and that doesn't tell where you are exactly, but where the package is. So, but yeah, there have been a lot of increase, especially because we have toured a lot in America lately. Then there you can really say we were there for the first time in 2005, and the increase from there on have been like very big.
When I started listening to you, I searched some videos in YouTube, and there were 3.5 pages of videos. Now there are more than 50, and in very few years.
Yeah, because these like pocket cameras and stuff have become so popular nowadays. People,
well, yes, but
everyone
uploaded
has them.
songs, the original songs, and
Yeah, of course, yeah. People seem to, I don't know, there is a loyal bunch of people who really seem to care about the band, and that bunch also seems to be growing, and it's really nice. Of course.
you recently have been in China, in 4 cities, Moonsorrow for Metallica Zero.
Yes, yes.
Tell us about China, how you got there, how come the first Western band is such a difficult hearing one?
I could probably write a book about it. It was an experience, definitely. Something completely different.
But why do you think, instead of getting, I don't know, AC/DC or a more popular or easy listening band? Why do you think they took you?
Well, it always depends on the promoters, and there's one promoter in Taiwan, Sound Force Entertainment or something, who has been bringing metal bands to China. They had Lamb of God, Arch Enemy, what else? I'm not sure. And they already wanted us some time ago, and now it finally came true. And it was one of the most interesting experiences ever to play for a crowd who hasn't seen so many metal bands, and
to play for a crowd that has never seen a band outside of China.
Wow.
yeah, in Harbin and Changchun.
No, in Changchun they had, like, some years ago, there was an Italian band. So we were actually the second non-Chinese band to play there. But
And it was very hard to know what to expect. But when the intro started and the crowd started singing along the melodies, then we just knew that it's gonna be great.
They
Great
knew the
channel.
songs and all.
Yeah.
and this is the point where I'm going to make an anti-piracy statement, because without them having access to illegal downloads, they wouldn't know the songs. I'm pretty sure that no one sells our CDs in China at all.
Maybe by mail.
Yeah, of course, a few people, but
Just a few. Yeah.
but the import CDs are so expensive. They don't have that much money there. So
Yeah. Well, you once said, I think it was you who said, you wanted to be like an antithesis of folk metal, and with these different pictures, not dressed like Vikings and everything. Tell me about it.
Yeah, we kind of became one because we never. I mean, we have those in the early days in the pictures, but we didn't take it to the stage imagery. And well, when the trend went to the way that everybody were wearing furs and harnesses and
harness.
looking like a knights or something, we weren't so interested in that anymore. It was an age when we started, we were pretty young anyway, and we really liked having all these swords and stuff, playing with the idea, but then we realized that when Turisas and all our friends did this, they took their ways to make it, we thought maybe we'd go something completely
Step
different.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also because musically we always kind of made our own path.
Yeah, and also with the
So all the albums are different. So it's like we didn't choose to be folk metal, but people just put us in the
Label.
box. I mean, it is folk metal, but not in the way that most people understand.
And when you stopped, when you changed your image, you also changed your music, because the three first albums, the songs are very epic, warrior hymns, blah blah, and then they got darker. It's a very, a lot of difference suddenly from one album to the
Yeah,
other.
it's actually quite easy to say now, when time has passed, that Verisäket was actually a conscious counteraction to all this folk metal thing. We wanted to, at that point, we wanted to separate ourselves from it as much as possible and go back to the roots, because our demos are quite much black metal, more than this Viking thing. So we want to take a few steps back, and see like where that would take us.
Well, you also talked about your filming a DVD. Have you been filming songs or something in this too?
He's
Yeah.
always filming.
Yeah, we have material coming all the time.
Maybe
Loads
the-
of it. It's just when we can put it out is a different thing. We still need a proper concert to be filmed the proper way and everything. And that, I mean, we have been planning it for 2 years, and still it's on the way. We hope to do it in the winter, but we never know.
Anjana.
Yeah.
But aren't you filming particular independent songs? No, in these shows.
We are.
Really?
But
They can
Well,
make some
they all-
clips, but
it's gonna be from the tour. It's going to be pretty much just clips of certain songs, and then some on the road material, and then again some clips, and because that's not the proper way to do a music DVD, just film it with 2 cameras, and I'm not I don't want to release anything like that.
Yeah, so the bottom line is that we have to put a lot of money in it, actually, to film a proper concert.
And it has to be perfect
So
timing.
we have to hire like crew of I don't know how many people. You know better.
Well, pretty much a huge crew.
Yeah.
Well, what about parallel bands? You had some, right? Very Section 8, something like that. Remember?
Sorry.
Parallel bands. No?
Yeah, I have some projects going
With
on.
Matthias of intro, right?
Yeah, but well, we just did that one demo, and after that we've been talking that we should make another one. We both have songs, but we never find the time because when I'm not touring, he is touring.
Yeah, right. And that demo has been released?
Only in the internet.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's on MySpace. Yeah,
Oh, I will look for it.
myspace.com/vereofficial.
Very official, okay. And finally, I wanted to talk about the fact that you never take pre-recorded material on stage. I mean, in your album you have this lot of things going on, and on stage you never do that. Why?
That is a thing that we won't compromise. I think everyone in the band agrees that there is no backing tracks.
And does it limit? Do you limit yourselves in studio to not to do things that you
No.
want?
No,
They
in
want-
studio we do exactly what we want, and that is the fun part of it, because then we have to challenge ourselves again to make these songs work live. But fundamentally, it's like when we play live, we want to be a rock band with 5 members and do as much as we can with 5 members.
I think that Henry sometimes in Finland with Fintroll plays with them, and they are 2 keyboards on stage. Haven't you thought of doing the same thing with Moonsorrow when you play in Finland?
Yeah, actually
2
we
keyboards.
have, but not maybe.
Not 2 keyboards, but 3 guitars would be an interesting idea.
You've never done it yet.
No, but it's one of the things we might make the DVD with 3 guitars, and if it works out, it depends on also how we see it, how we want to make it. We really have to talk about it and sit down and try it. 3 guitars also is going to be very challenging to make it tight enough for a DVD release, and we have to rearrange everything in that sense. Because there's no point for 3 guitars playing the same riff and just sort of sounding mushy.
There are a lot of options in the arrangements.
Well, this was all. If you want to say anything else, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
No, I think we have to thank the Spanish promoters for finally fixing us here for more shows than just one. And this is really how it looks like on tour.